Hey guys, I just wanted to share some unit and emblem pairings that I found to be very useful over the course of my playthrough of Fireemblemengage. In this video, I'll be talking about Yunaka specifically, some of her strengths, and how she synergizes with my team comp. Now, this is a maddening playthrough with DLC, and with that, let's dive in. Yunaka is a great unit that performs the moment you get her. She is great because you can keep her on her base class as a thief, and that means not competing for seals early game when you're with your other units. Getting her early also means you can opt to get Star Sphere on her, which boosts her growth by 15%, so she can snowball even harder if you're gonna playing with DLC. And as long as you give her like a forged or an engraved dagger, she's gonna be relevant throughout your entire playthrough. You might want to save an energy drop for her, as the only way to boost her damage endgame would be to get a strength plus inherit, as you know there are no knife power in the game unlike sword power or lance power and axe power to boost your damage endgame, right? I'm just gonna quickly show you guys. This is my end game build for Yunaka. Uh, I admit, okay, I wish I had more SP books to get her, more strength or better skill inherit. But this is like pretty much what the RNG that the well gave me. I was only able to get a strength +2. I was hoping to maybe get maybe strength +5. But it is what it is, and she's still very powerful, and she still is able to one round most soft units like mages, high priests, monks. She can one round, well, almost barely one round like berserkers and other units, but probably like heroes, paladins, great knights. She's probably gonna need help. Either she's gonna two round it, or for like armored units she's gonna have a hard time penetrating the defenses, but you can still stack poison on them. Now, this is actually not my first time running Yunaka on maddening. The first time I actually used Yunaka, I used her as a Koran fogbot to break maps, but honestly she became super underleveled due to enemies not being able to attack her. And that playstyle, honestly, I just really wasn't enjoying it as much, if I'm gonna be honest. So in this run, I paired her up with Sigurd, because my theory is that I was gonna use Yunaka as one of my main avoid tanks, and I was gonna use her to so I can aggressively push lanes and secure kills, and that's really where Sigurd's movement +5 when engaged really shines. But my main reason also on putting Sigurd in Yunaka, because I know most people like to give it to like a Great Knight or Paladin or Chloe or Wyvern Knight or Griffin Knight, right? Is that as a thief she gets like an awesome skill, which I think is very, how do you say this? It's not it's not as hype as other skills, but she does get pass. I think she gets this as level 25 if I'm not mistaken, 21 or something like that. I don't know, I have to check on that, but yeah, basically this skill makes foes not block her movement. So what does that mean? That means that once you pop engage on her, the whole map will like light up like a Christmas tree. It doesn't sound like much, but towards late game maps where you have annoying enemies, so this is like chapter 25, right? You're gonna encounter enemies with like entrap staves or like fracture staves or even worms like this one, right? Which have overlapping aggro range. And the the most frustrating part about this I found in my other playthroughs is that they are body blocked by other enemy units. Now you can put this on Chloe, and you can have Sigurd, but the thing is she's not going to be able to get past this until you spend another turn, or maybe you can set up a kill wherein a unit kills this one and Chloe comes in and dives and kills this one, right? Well, with Yunaka, I'm just gonna quickly show you. Let's try and get a warp here. I'm just gonna warp her here. You can also warp her here, and she can like come in and like just kill that annoying priest with entrap. Okay, so with Yunaka, once you pop Sigurd, right, you can see here, see the whole map like lights up. You can effectively penetrate and dive behind enemy lines without any consequences, since she has such a high avoid. Like, her avoid's 158, and most of the units here, their hit rate is 119, 119, 156, 142, 151, 126. So you can dive in, like you can quickly go here, dive in, kill this one without any consequences, and that means she has more chances of surviving than your regular unit. Now you can see here, she can also dive in here, like attack the worm. Now she's not gonna one round this worm, she needs 2 rounds to do it. I mean, yeah, technically this worm has like 2 HP bars, but that's still fine. Like, my other units can probably come in and one round the worm, but it's gonna take them 2 or 3 turns to even get here, whereas Yunaka can get here maybe on turn 1 and like hits the worm on turn 1 and KOs the worm on turn 2, and by that time the rest of my army is already like making their way and pushing through here. This is of course if you're gonna be trying to play it the regular way and not doing the warp skip here and just pushing here in the middle, because you can do that as well. But you know, this is just like a showcase on like my logic or reasoning behind my pairing of Yunaka with Sigurd. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree, you know, down in the comments below or whatnot. And yeah, peace.